Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a non-traditional shrimp and smoked salmon tartare. Normally it's made with fresh salmon or fresh tuna, but in this case I am going to do some smoked salmon and some shrimp. And the shrimp I just cooked for like a couple minutes and then drained it. And that's just about a cup of shrimp. And then these are a couple slices of smoked salmon. We're going to use half of a cucumber that I'm going to take the seeds out. And then this is like 3 or 4 green onions that I'm going to finely dice. This is about 1/3 of a cup of fresh cilantro, 1 medium avocado, 1 small shallot. Okay, for the spices, I have soy sauce, wasabi, sesame oil. These are capers. I love capers. They're so good with so many things. A little bit of honey we're going to put in there for some sweetness. Some sea salt, black pepper, and this is cooking, what is this again? Sweet cooking rice seasoning. Sorry guys, it's mirin. I can't see because of the camera. Okay, and then a little bit of rice vinegar, of course. And for some acid, we're going to use about half of a lemon. And for garnish, I am going to use some freshly washed bean sprouts. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so with the half cucumber, I went ahead and peeled it and washed it. I'm going to go ahead and take these seeds out. Okay, so we want it really small slices. So I'm going to cut them in little strips first, like 1/4 inch strips. And then line it up. And then just finely dice these into little tiny pieces. Now your shallot. And you want to dice this also very fine. And then I'm just going to dice this also. Finely diced. And the same thing for the cilantro. Go ahead and just go through this as fine as possible that you can. Okay, so what I'm doing with the shrimp is I'm just cutting each piece like about 4 to 5 times, just so they're little tiny cute bite-sized pieces. So about 4 to 5, and these are really small shrimps already. Just breaking it down a little more. Okay, for the smoked salmon, the same thing in tiny little bite-sized pieces. And let's see, I'm just going to kind of cut this in half and work half at a time. Little dice pieces. Last but not least, the avocado. Take a spoon and scoop it out of the skin here. And put it face down. And do that with this one as well. And this avocado that I got, it's kind of more, it's ripe, but it's more on the firmer side. It's not too overly ripe, but it's still really good and ready to eat. And I'm going to finely dice this also. And the reason you don't want to get avocados that are too ripe is you want it to kind of hold their shape so it looks better when you stack it in the mold. So all the ingredients are prepped and ready. And I'm going to take the lemon and just put a little bit over the avocado to prevent it from turning brown. Just a little bit while I make the sauce. So sauce time, everyone. So I'm just going to eyeball everything, but I'm going to give you an approximate measurement. So this is wasabi sauce by Kikkoman. You can do any wasabi sauce brand you like, but this is the kind I like. So I would say like about a teaspoon. And if you want it more spicy, you can definitely put more. And then just about like a tablespoon of soy sauce. Some rice, some mirin. Let me fix this camera. I am so sorry, guys. Okay. So like a teaspoon of mirin. There's all the spices there I have ready to go. And some rice vinegar. Ooh, I love this stuff. So good. You can also do the red wine vinegar if you like, if you don't have rice wine vinegar. So like a teaspoon also, just to give it that nice acid in this recipe. Okay, and one of my favorite ingredients for this recipe, sesame oil. We are going to do, I would say about a teaspoon and a half. Okay, and then some salt and pepper. A dash to your desired taste. I'm doing about a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and the honey is just going to give it that nice sweet little background. About 1/2 teaspoon. That's all you need. Okay, so now I'm going to also get the lemon and squeeze a little bit in here. Let me make sure there's no seeds. Okay, not too much. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and whisk all this together. Go ahead and start in this semi-large bowl. I'm going to go ahead and start putting the ingredients together. That's going to be together, but the avocado is going to be on the bottom, so we're not going to add that. So there is the diced shrimp, which is about, I said earlier about a cup. It's actually around 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup. And then here is the salmon, the smoked salmon. So if you're not into like raw fish, which is usually made with tuna and salmon, you can do what I'm doing, which is cook some shrimp and some smoked salmon, and dice it up, and you know, you don't have to worry about raw fish if you don't want to do raw fish. Okay, so we're going to add some of the cilantro because I'm going to save some for garnish. So I would say about 3/4 of the cilantro, which is a total of 1/2 cup, but I'm putting about 3/4 of that 1/2 cup. And then also the same with the green onions over here. I'm just going to take some of it, and I'm going to leave a few for garnish, but just a few, not much. Okay. And then the shallots, I'm going to get the shallots. And some of the cucumbers. Not all of it. Okay, so like 1/3 of it. Now I'm going to mix this together, and let me get a bigger spoon here. Go ahead and mix this together just until they're combined. And then go ahead and pour the yummy, yummy sauce over it. Now this sauce, you can definitely, like I told you, you can adjust it, make it more spicy, put more wasabi, whatever you like. Make it more sweet with more honey. Go ahead and assemble this little cute tartare. And I don't have my deep molds that's this wide, but I'm just going to use a cookie cutter. You can also get a bottle of water and cut it, and you can use that as a mold. You can have it like 3 or 4 inches high, but I'm just going to use this cute little heart cookie cutter. Okay, so first we're going to go ahead and put it on a bed of avocado. And this has the lemon in there. So just kind of let that take the shape of the heart. Just kind of pack it in there a little bit. Okay, just a little press. You don't have to mash it because we want it to hold its shape. Okay, so once you get it to kind of like the edges, that way it's gonna have a shape when you lift it up. Okay, so once you get that kind of firmly packed in there, but not smashed, we're gonna add the second layer. Now we're gonna put this layer in there. And kind of pack that in a little bit. Okay, and then if anything falls out, just put it back in there. Okay, so now that's kind of firmly packed in. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of cucumber. And I don't know if this cookie cutter will work, but we are going to make it work. Because I just kind of want to have it the heart shape instead of the basic round one that is normally used for tartares. Okay. So just be patient with it, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take the mold off, and then I'm going to put a little bean sprout and cilantro on the top for garnish. And I kind of wipe the plate around so it kind of looks, you know, presentable. So I gave it a couple minutes to sit in there. That way it can kind of adapt to the shape of the mold. And I'm going to go ahead and slowly take it out. Okay, I want you guys to see it. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, I'm going to put a couple bean sprouts on the top, maybe like just a few. Fix it really pretty. If anything falls off, just fix it, guys. Okay, and then a little bit of cilantro. Okay, wow. Okay, everyone, here it is. A cute heart-shaped smoked salmon and shrimp tartare with avocado on the bottom. And then the middle had the smoked salmon, shrimp, and all the spices we did. And then the top, I just put a little layer of fresh cucumber and fresh bean sprouts and cilantro. And if you could see the little heart, and it's ironic because my plates have little blue hearts on it. So I guess it was meant to be. And you can always clean your plate a little more for presentation purposes. Just wipe around it. But isn't that the cutest little heart tartare you've ever seen? Okay, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you have not already. It's absolutely free. We do hair, makeup, cooking, baking tutorials. And if you have any comments about this or any other video, just comment below, give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much, everyone. Try this recipe out. It's really good. Thanks. Bye-bye.